I'm back from the break. It's the Wait a Minute Show. We'll be back after these words.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I am Vince Wright, the sports governor, and you know me from the Sports Done Right show. But when I'm not doing Sports Done Right, I'm in the executive mansion chilling with the Wait a Minute Show. That's right, Jelani, Lopan, indeed. Keep it tuned here, y'all. The Wait a Minute Show. My name is Vince Wright, and I approve this message.
Attention, all sports fans! If you're someone who wakes up each morning with lists of sporting events to go along with your to-do list for the day, then you just might be a diehard. The world of sports is as vast as the ocean is deep, including the major leagues, the minor leagues, the college, and everything in between. This is me, your boy Larry B of IE Sports Radio, welcoming you to join me every Monday evening at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern on The Defining Moment, a show that focuses on what really matters in the sports world, sports themselves, and nothing outside of them. Once again, tune in for The Defining Moment with me, your boy Larry B, every Monday evening at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern on IE Sports Radio, right here on Spreaker.com. We'll see you there.
Being good at life means getting your finances together so you can focus on the moments that matter most. With over 170 years of expertise, New York Life Insurance Company provides you with benefits you can enjoy while you're, well, living. So give me, Doug Stewart, your local New York Life agent, a call. I can help you build a solid financial future to help you and your family be good at life. You can reach me at 678-770-8073 or look for me at NewYorkLife.com.
Do you want your next Atlanta event to be memorable? If so, have Drink in Color at your next function. Drink in Color is sophisticated bartending that creates signature cocktails for your special occasion. Wow your family, friends, and business associates next time with Drink in Color. You can contact the owner, Kiki Lewis, at 678-813-7102. That's 678-813-7102. You can also email her at drinkincolor@gmail.com and follow on Instagram at drinkincolor. And tell her you were referred by the Wait a Minute Show. Drink in Color, cocktail catering. Let the cocktail sparkle at your next event.
We all hate when we have unexpected car problems. Well, I am here to tell you about a viable solution. Bay 11 Auto and my man Melvin. You have emission problems? Brakes need changing? Transmission slipping? Is your car just driving sluggish? No problem is too big. I live on the other side of town and I drive over an hour to a guy that I trust. Melvin is honest, dependable, and definitely not in the business to break your pockets. Come see the official mechanic, Melvin, at Bay 11 Auto. You will be glad you did. You can reach him at 1455 General Arts Road, Conyers, Georgia, or 404-295-5715. That's 404-295-5715.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and you are listening to
It's the Wait a Minute Show
on X Squad Radio Network. Yeah, indeed, Lopan. So before we go into our next topic, ladies and gentlemen, do not forget TDSS5 is going down October 18th, 19th, and 20th. So get to the ATL, man. You hang out, you get a meet and greet. The first day, you got other events on Saturday, and then we'll probably do a tailgate, if I remember correctly, and hang out down at the Falcons game because the Falcons will have a home game on that. And let me. I'll tell you this for people who haven't been to Atlanta since the new stadium, and actually since last year, because when they did the whole tearing down the Georgia Dome and bringing up, the Benzo, and everything, they did not initially have I think they call it the Home Depot yard or whatever it is. But it is a very, very nice area to hang out. You still got the other surrounding places to tailgate, but it is a nice place to hang out. They have music and you have a really good time. So even if you're not a Falcons fan, you can come down there. Just the atmosphere in itself is something that you don't want to miss. But TDSS 5 is going down October 18th, 19th, 20. Make sure you get there and holla at your boy. So we are back and we are still talking sports. And the next thing we're going to talk on, which is sad news, and this was in the boxing world. Recently, just this past weekend, Russian boxer, and I'm hoping I'm saying his name correctly, Maxim, I think it's Dadashev, if I'm saying that correctly. If I'm not, I apologize on it. But he passed away from injuries that he suffered in a bout that he had over this past weekend. He was in a fight with who was that? And let me find his name real quick. Subriel Matias, and it went 11 rounds, and eventually they threw in the towel, because they were saying he was urging his fighter to stop. So after 11 rounds, they checked him out. They found out basically his brain had suffered a brain bleed. So, and it was on the right side and basically, showing signs of brain damage is what they're saying. So they put him in a medically induced coma, but unfortunately he was not able to overcome, the bleeding of the brain. So, and the reason I bring this up is sad because, one, it's not the first time, something like this has happened with a boxer. And a lot of stuff are contact sports, but nothing is more contact, than boxing. Nothing is more contact than MMA. And these athletes, these warriors, if you will, they are out there literally putting their life on the line to compete in a sport, but also to take care of their families. And so the reason that I bring this up and I wanted to talk, about it and get a little, get a few things off my chest is that watching these fights, is there anything really in place? Because the boxer themselves, they are not going to stop the fight themselves. There has been, few occasions or rare occasions where a boxer would just be like, I can't go anymore. But most boxers, they have in there, and this is not a training. This is just what is built into them, and they are to fight to the death. They are, you're going. I'm not going to stop this fight. Someone else is going to stop this fight. So at this point, how do we try and prevent this? This guy was fighting for 11 rounds. Was there any signs? Was there anything that could have been avoided? Is there something in place? Because at this point, the only person that can stop the fight is the corner man. Well, the ref can stop the fight as well, but the corner man throwing in the towel. You want to wait until the corner man throw in the towel. And it's just like, how long is it that we sit here and we watch someone take a beating? This is not, we watching someone lose a fight. Those are two different things. When someone is taking a beating over and over and over, the human body is not designed to take that type of punishment and that type of impact consistently. And these are trained fighters. These are the precision fighters. So they're not throwing just haymakers and missing here and there and all this stuff. This stuff adds up. So is there something that maybe boxing could put in to see if maybe they can notice something? Is it something boxing can put in to protect the fighter? to protect the corner, to protect the other boxer, because you got to think that this is going to play on the other boxer. Is that maybe he wanted this fight stopped. He couldn't stop. He had to keep, hitting this guy. And now this guy is dead. So I just bring this up because is there anything that can be put in? I think so. Now, could, people be upset that some of these fights may stop before, fans may want them? Yes. But what do we really want at the end of the day? Even if you got this amazing bout from this fight, it's not worth it. It's not worth it at all. In the Wait a Minute Show, Mochi says, Wait a Minute Show chat room, Mochi says, Jelani, I think it's very rare to see this happen. This particular fight should have been called a round earlier, in my opinion. Great job by the trainer to end the fight, and his speak was compelling, sad, and jaw-dropping at the same time. So, and I did not see the fight, Mo, so I'm not going to act like, I just saw everything. I'm really, reacting to the after effect of everything. But even, you're saying that, the fight should have been called a round earlier. What was in that? And this is just a question. This is not directed towards you, Mo, but this is just a question based off of what you're saying. Is that, would that round have made that much of a difference? Because I don't know the answer to that. It could have been. And that could have been the answer to everything, is that it should have been ended a round earlier. They should have called the fight. But other than the corner man, and remember, the corner man, the fighter can say, no, don't stop. Let me, I got it. Don't stop. And this is a relationship between the two. They have been with each other time and time. Do we have something that you have a person that's not tied to it? I'm not talking about up in the booth or anything like that, but someone that can be independent, maybe a doctor or whatever. They're watching a fight and they are watching the behavior of a fighter, and that they can step in and say, look, this is no longer a fight. This is someone taking a beating. That's what I'm hoping that we can, get to. We've seen fighters unfortunately die after fights that they've had. I just think, has it been looked at? Has it been something maybe played with, tinkered with, brought to discussion? I don't know. But it's a sad situation, on something like that, because you always are going to wonder, could it have been prevented? Could we have stopped it earlier and this guy's still around to fight another day? So it's hard to move on from something like that, but we got to. So let's get into some NBA talk and some things that's changing in the NBA that is still going on. This is off-season talk, of course, but some of the things that we will see during the regular season that we won't see, that we used to see during the regular season that we won't see anymore, is TNT is reportedly pulling the plug on the players-only broadcast. So for those who may be questioning, well, what is that? So during the broadcast, TNT would broadcast a game where everyone that was, analysts and sideline reporters, everyone played in the NBA or the WNBA. So you would just have an entire cast. So there's no Marv Albert, there's no, who else am I trying to, I am struggling today with names, Lopan. Jeez. Doris Burke, they're those type of people that this is their profession. They didn't play professional basketball, but they do games. Jeff Van Gundy, there's none of those people, calling the games. And I'm not going to say I'm very disappointed that they're taking it away, but I think I know part of the reason why. Watching it, because what I think they were trying to get is that the players call the games and you give a player's angle, a player's viewpoint of what was going on during the game, and you get commentary about the game. And I do believe that you got that from, the former NBA players and WNBA players. But I think what happened through